Welcome on back to Skippers. Today I have 3 must-add players for your fantasy baseball teams in Week 14. Don't forget to subscribe, join the Discord. Let's get into these 3 players. First player, Jordan Westberg of the Orioles. He is 42% rostered. In the minors this year, he hit .295, he had 18 home runs, drove in 54, stole 6 bags, and had an OPS of .939. Westberg is another one of those great Orioles prospects who most recently got the call up to the big leagues, and in his first 3 games, he has gotten off to a good start. He has started all 3 games since the call up at third base and second base, and is hitting 5 for 14, which is .417, and a weighted runs created plus of 189. Westberg, being a right-handed hitter at Camden Yards, might hurt the home run output, as they have the 5th worst park factors home run-wise for right-handers so far this season, and that has made him so good in the minors these past 2 years is his ability to hit home runs, as he hit 27 in 2022 in 138 games, and he hit 18 in only 67 games this year. Scott White mentioned that Westberg had a worse zone contact rate than Joe Adell at AAA this season, but was still able to keep his strikeout rate in check, which could potentially be a problem in the big leagues, but he has 2 walks compared to 1 strikeout so far. Westberg hit a ball 107 miles an hour for a single yesterday, is running a solid average exit velocity of 92 miles an hour, which would put him in the top 30 of the league. Obviously, it is far too small of a sample size, but it's still nice to see where he would stack up. As long as we keep getting the power output, he doesn't strike out at an outrageous rate, Westberg should be a pickup in all of your leagues. The second player for this week's must-add is Patrick Bailey of the Giants. He's the catcher, 19% rostered so far this year in the big leagues, hitting .318, has 4 home runs, 23 runs batted in, an OBP of .345, and an OPS of .878. Patrick Bailey has only been called up for a month's worth of games, but he has shown to be one of the more valuable catching assets when it comes to counting stats in that 1 month. To go along with that, Patrick Bailey is in the 96th percentile of pop time at second base and 94th percentile for framing. When you're a catcher, if you can't do the things that are required of catchers and to handle a pitching staff, it's going to cut into your playing time whether you like it or not. Obviously, for those NL guys, having the DH back is nice, so for catchers, we don't worry as much as we used to, but the fact that he can do all those things behind the plate make him very valuable and will keep him in the lineup longer. Patrick Bailey is a switch hitting catcher who has been making a ton of contact without a ton of power output, but at the catcher position, I will take a great average and runs batted in that he's been able to provide. Bailey has a weighted runs created plus of 137, a weighted on base average of 375. If you want to try and stream Patrick Bailey, if you are in a shallower league, he's been absolutely mashing left-handed pitching to an OPS of 1245, and he also has 3 home runs in 29 at-bats against the southpaw. I saw him live last night, and he hit a double just as he did the night before, and I think that him making contact at an average exit velocity over 91 will play longer than we think. He does run a unsustainable batting average of balls in play right now at 400. I swapped Patrick Bailey in one of my home leagues for Tyler Stevenson yesterday, and I do not plan on looking back, so I will be picking up Patrick Bailey. As you heard at the top of the show, we are doing a private contest on So Rare where you guys get to compete against me, take all your cards, take all your plays, where you can sign up for free and get some great prizes. But this great prize on So Rare for the private contest is a free subscription to MLB TV for the winner. If you don't like watching all the MLB games that are out of market for free from the comfort of your own home, you are crazy. So do not forget to join So Rare. Sign up. It is absolutely free. Join the private contest for this upcoming game week. And again, the winner gets to win an MLB TV subscription. So I'll see you guys on So Rare MLB. Third player this week is Bryan Woo of the Mariners, 30% rostered so far this season. He's 1-1, 4.37 ERA, 22 2/3 innings pitched. He has 32 strikeouts in that time and a 1.24 whip. He's not one of the top Mariners pitching prospects, but Woo has come up and surprised and earned his way into this must-add players list. The expected stats look great for Woo, and that many strikeouts per inning will always make you take a look. Looking at his pitch arsenal, Woo works with a 95-ish mile-an-hour heater that features low spin, but he gets great extension on it, which kind of makes up for the low spin. He's running a swinging strike rate around 13%, which would put him in the top 15 among qualified starters, and he's getting a lot of those on fastballs, which is great for longevity and his ability to be great in the major leagues. The one thing we need is Bryan Woo to get deeper into games, as that seems to be the only concern, but if we take out his disastrous debut, Woo has given up 2 runs or less in all of his starts. StatCast has him with an expected ERA of only 2.45, a FIP of 2.96, an XFIP of 3.07, and a SIERA of 2.97. I'd love to see him keep the ball in the yard a little bit more and get some more ground balls, but fly balls at T-Mobile Park don't get punished like they do at other places, so he can kind of get away with it. The underlying numbers are telling you that Bryan Woo is a good starter, and his last outing against the Nationals was 5 innings with only 1 earned run and 7 strikeouts, while still giving up a batting average of balls in play of 429, and he did a fantastic job of limiting damage. Till the wheels fall off, I'll be riding Bryan Woo, and that's why I'm going to be picking him up this week. That's it for Must Add this week. Thank you to So Rare MLB for sponsoring the video. Do not forget to subscribe, join the Discord, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.